You're watching Cheery TV.
This is NDA. I'm making you all sign an NDA, a verbal NDA. Don't tell nobody, alright? I'm gonna say it. This looks cool. This looks pretty sick, huh? I think this is awesome. Doesn't this look cool? Just be dark and mysterious. What happens if I close like this tab over here? Make it even more dark and mysterious. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, dark and mysterious. Me like it. Oh, but. Ding. Da 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 da. But I don't know. Oh, wow. Here you guys go. You guys want to see? You guys want to see? Just kidding. Where's the button? Red. It's all red now. Oh, you can have it pink. It could be like a good. Sorry, strobing lights. Whoa. Semen covering my face. Okay, this. It's late. Oh no. Hey, we're back. Hi everyone. It's late, as you can tell from the everything. But I'm also lazy and tired, so I'm just gonna tell you guys a little story. It's a good one. It's a really good one. Welcome to Tate Talk Show. Hey, I almost forgot. I just farted. I don't know if that caught, but I did. So sorry there. You guys like my hand? Isn't it cool? My cat is mean. He's really mean to me. He's kind of rude. Uh, I'm a little tired today, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm having a fantastic day. Let me tell you about it. Never mind. Actually, I'm just gonna get this. Is gonna be much shorter. Tate Talk Show. I think that's all. I always say that, and then it winds up being just as long as it always is. First and foremost, though, facial hair update. You can kind of see some flex starting to kick back into action. I guess it's very stubbly still, but it is growing. I feel it on my face now, which just gives me a lot more security. I have to shave my neck. My neck and like kind of bottom of chin is where most of it grows, which is a shame because I think that's the only place I don't want it to grow. But yeah, so it's coming back. We're bringing it back. We're getting it back on. Still don't know exactly if it's a bad. I have gotten a bit more used to it. I think this is weird. This not so bad. I'm kind of okay with these being gone. I do like them, so I would like to have them back, but I can live without it right now. This though, I make certain faces in the mirror, and I think ugly. But I'm always ugly. Either way, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's my facial hair update. There you guys go. Cue the next segue. Hold on, I got a button for this. Sorry, that wasn't the button. This is the button. Yeah, look at that. I can still do that. I can't do the intro because it's dead. I killed it by accident. I didn't save it properly, and I don't know where the sound I used for the intro is. I could just go back and record the beginning of one of the episodes, but I'm deciding not to do that. It's definitely a decision, and it's not a lack of trying, I swear. Can we get this place more red? I want it to look a little more red, because we're talking something. Oh, I turned it off. We're talking something fierce today, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get some red out here. All right, get red on both sides. We got a little red light there. I don't want to like interrupt that red light. There we go. It's like, why is it bending like that? It's straight, and then when it goes over there, it starts to like bend. What the hell? Is that how cameras work? Look at that. What the shit? Straight. It's perfectly straight. Perfectly straight. What the hell's going on with this? I mean, it's looking more straight the further away it is. But look at that. It's like bending. Why does it do that? If anyone knows why it does that, let me know. That's crazy. Either way, everybody, how's it going? it's time I tell you what the topic's about. And it turned itself off. I didn't know it did that, and I'm sad. Let it shaking around in its boots for a little bit. This is an idea that I thought I was going to take to the grave. Or I was going to make it and it was going to be incredible and I was going to make millions and millions of dollars. I'm sure. There's no cat on the bed, right? Okay. This is an idea. Hear me out. It's weird. I understand that it's weird. I understand fully that it is weird, okay? But bear with me here. Because I was just on the Discord with my friend till, like, what time it is now? 2:30 in the morning. And I'm getting a little tired, so I started talking about it again. Full disclosure, I don't think it's something that I'm ever going to do, which is the only reason that I'm sharing it today. Because I think it needs to be out there. So that way, if somebody wants to come up with this idea, I came up with it. But if someone wants to take this genius idea and really redefine it, they can. And then they can take some serious Robert De Niro. But I deserve at least 10% of the earnings, all right? So I made it. It's my thought. It's my eye. My eye saw this idea and said, we're going to do it. And then here we are. So, you already know the title. It's my OnlyFans idea. It's an OnlyFans idea. That's first and foremost. So I'm full disclosure, all right? There is no nudity involved, and I'm sorry. If you were interested in seeing this, no can do for you, partner. Oh my! After that, that's what you get. That's what you get. That could be an OnlyFans. Just still images whenever my camera freezes. That could be good. But no. Instead, I might have talked about this already, but I've thought about more about it, and now I think I have an even better idea on my hands. What I want from the world is an OnlyFans. This is my idea for an OnlyFans, all right? Where it's poop. It's pictures of poop. Not like my cat poop. Not like cat poop. Not my cat, whose name is not Poop, but I call him Poop. Poop. Like pictures of poop in a toilet. I would shit. In this scenario, we started from scratch. It's just all you need is a toilet and basic human capabilities to shit and to take pictures and also videos. That's all you need. You need a phone / camera, whatever you want to take the images and videos with, and you need a toilet and somewhere to upload it. So a phone would knock it down to just needing two things. You need a toilet and you need a phone. That's all you need to do this. It's really simple, really straightforward. There's no extra work until you want to spice it up. And I'll get to that in a moment. But first, as I just mentioned, you're going to shit in a toilet. You're going to shit in a toilet, and that's it. That's all you're going to do. You're going to go to the bathroom, drop a deuce, load up a bear in the old Potter chamber, and you're going to snap a picture of it on your phone, and that is phase 1 of your marketing scheme. All right? And I don't have any ideas on how you would market this. All right, I don't know a funny name that you would do, so you can make up the name yourself to be original. But the idea is to poop, so it has to be like poop themed. It could be like the number 2 biggest fan, or like number 2 doo-doo princess or prince. I like doo-doo princess. I would be the doo-doo princess. That's me. I'd be the doo-doo princess. Doo-doo princess is what we will call this for now. So basically, you take a picture of your poop that's in the toilet. And you could, if you want to, you can spice it up by eating certain things. But the main idea is that you just do your normal business, and then you take a picture of that business, and you post it on OnlyFans for free. That's right. This is, again, if this was this is an idea that I was genuinely considering, and I didn't want to make it weird, so I figured just do it for free because it'd be fucking hilarious. Just ideas of just taking pictures of your poop and putting them somewhere sounds funny. But funny doesn't pay the bills, and you know what? It's hard out there. I understand. If you gotta make ends meet, you gotta do what you gotta do. If you gotta take a step into somewhere where you're not necessarily comfortable, but eventually you find a spot and you're happy with it, and you're making it work, good for you. And I think that if this situation were to arise, you could make a living off of this poop OnlyFans idea through just one simple method. And it's really, really easy because you're going to have to do it anyway. That's right. all you gotta do is flush. And yes, indeed, you know what I'm thinking. You would pay for the flushing video. I know. Crazy, right? So they get a taste of what it's gonna be, and they're like, "Oh, that's gonna go down a little weird, isn't it? Like that's too big." They're like, "Look, I gotta see how this works." So some people will just be curious because it's a really weird shit. You can have really weird shit, and that's gonna be huge for your career. All you need to do is have one weird poop, and you are set for life. And then obviously the video of them flushing it. You take a video of the flush and it goes like the whole video, you do the whole 9 yards for the flush, and then you post that. I would say, for me, I would probably pay $5 per flushing video, or you can go down to $1 if you're gonna flush a lot. You're gonna do this at least probably once daily, so you don't have to be too over with the money. You don't have to go too hard for it. I wouldn't say any more than $5. I would say maybe 10 if you're a famous person doing it, but still, I think it's a little. I don't think you'd be famous and then decide, hey, I'm gonna do this, but I might eventually. If I ever get famous and I have time on my hands, I'm making poop Onlyfans. That's just gonna happen. So here's coming to you, world. But yeah, so that's the main premise of it. All right, you take pictures of your poop, and then you take videos. Pictures are free, videos $5 or $3. I might go down to $3 or even $1. You could start at $1 and see. I would start at $3 or $5 and work your way down. See where people are comfortable with making the payments. But one of the best things is that not every poop is created equally. Sometimes it takes 2 flushes, and let's say each flush is a different video, and each one costs more money to see. So $5 for the first flush. It didn't go down all the way. Ah, shoot. Ah, man, well, I already sunk $5 into this. I gotta spend another $5 to see it go down. And it's like broken up mostly. Another flush ought to take care of that, and you pay for the next video. And the only thing that kind of goes wrong is that if they show you how many videos there are in a section you can buy, that kind of ruins the fun of that. But honestly, seeing how it's like 5 videos for that shit, it's like, huh? How is this possible? If you get a video where it's clogged, you have to do the plunger. Plunger costs extra, buddy. You're gonna see the plunging. That's like $20 to see the plunging happen for that Duke. It's gonna be big dineros if you have an issue with your plumbing. So if you have bad plumbing, it could be even better. But some people might be more into this sort of just classic, basic action of flushing a toilet. So maybe they won't. It all depends. Again, you gotta play the ground. You gotta feel it up. And the main thing that you want to do is make a brand name for yourself, because now that I'm letting this info out, I expect copycats. I expect so many copycats, so many different, well, not copycats, so many people stealing my idea and then making millions off of it. I understand. It's okay. It happens, think peanut butter. But I'm okay with that, because everyone needs to have their own calling card. Because eventually it's going to become such a mainstream thing that everyone's going to be doing poops and taking pictures and watching and paying for poop, that you need a brand. And for me, it is OnlyFans after all. Sex sells. That's just the truth. What is sexier than the color red? Huh? You thought I was just being crazy? Thought I was just being stupid? No. I had a plan all along for this. Red toilet seat. The Scarlet Pooper. Ow. Ow. Jaw bad. The Scarlet Pooper. I could be the Scarlet Pooper. That's me. If you ever see the Scarlet Pooper on OnlyFans with poop pictures and videos that you can pay for to watch them flush, because honestly, it's not a bad idea. I'm gonna be real. I think it's a perfectly fucking hilarious idea. It's just really stupid, and maybe somehow you get $5 out of it every now and again. But if it becomes big, you gotta keep it interesting, right? You gotta keep it interesting. So not only are you selling it with a red toilet seat, really just kind of giving some glamour to your humble abode, but it really just brings out some character as well. It's really an all-around overall good decision. And that's, you don't want to, maybe that could be like a traveling version, the traveling pooper, the wandering pooper. The wandering pooper can have multiple, like, no toilets the same. Every time they go to different places, different toilets, they shit in different spots. And so maybe it's not once a day, but it's once every other day. They go to the library, they go to the police station, say, hey, I gotta poop. Can I poop? And then you take a video and hide the police station. It might be illegal, but they don't have to know. Don't do anything illegal. But hey, you just poop in different places, and then you do it. No person is ever seen until, spoiler alert, but yeah. So there's full anonymity with this idea as well, which is, I know, something that is very sought after in this this day and age. You know, trying to make a buck without having to make everything about you. Sometimes you don't want people to know who's behind the phone, and that's perfectly fine. This is a way to do it, because you don't have to show yourself ever. You're not taking videos of you pooping. That's not happening. That's disgusting. We're not a part of that. I'm only in it for the poop. I just want a video, an image of poop, a video of it flushing. Maybe more if it takes more flushes. If it clogs, that's more. If you need to pull out the plunger, it's even more. And it just goes from there and see what happens, honestly. I mean, it's a whole universe. 'Cause that's it. Every day, or every other day, depending on how healthy your poops are, you will poop. That's just a fact. Everybody poops, so why not make a dime off of it? And honestly, it's just fascinating. It's healthy. It's honestly a healthy idea. Because what's better for your health than constant monitoring of your bowel movements? If something's wrong and like there's a blood in your stool, or like your stool is a little too irregular, some genius out there in the audience could be like, hey man, I just noticed that your poop is not really, for the last couple of days, hasn't really been holding up very well. And it looks like you could be contracting something. You might want to go check that out. Or maybe like you're not doing so well or whatever. Like, you could have like a disease that's only detectable because your poops are weird. If you got worms, you don't even notice. You post a picture in the flush with the worms in your poop. You didn't realize. Some hero says, hey, dude, you got worms. That's gross. And you're like, oh shit, you're right. Free poop flushing videos for you for the rest of the week. I'm going to get myself saved. You could literally save your life by recording an image your poops. And it's data that you don't have to take care of. You can just delete the images once they're out there, because then OnlyFans got your back, man. And you don't need a backlog of this stuff, because you can just always make more. That's the thing. With miracles, with good quality content, you can only make it once. Once it's made, you can try to make it again. It won't be the same. Same thing with poops, but that's the joy of poops. No one's out there looking for the same poop twice. They want a unique experience every time they open their phone and say, hey, new poop picture. Hell yeah. I genuinely think it is a genius idea, and I want to do it, but I don't know how to do it OnlyFans. And also, I don't have Red Toilet. I used to have Red Toilet, and I don't have Red Toilet anymore. And also, other people use my toilet. I don't have just my own toilet. It's a family bathroom, so I would be taking videos of their bathroom, which I feel like that is too far. I wouldn't do it. I won't do it until I have my own bathroom, or until I make like a document saying, "Hey, I'm gonna do this in our bathroom." You guys cool with that? My family would be cool with that though. They're fucking hilarious people. They're awesome people, so they would do it. But I'm just kind of stalling. I've had this idea for years, and only now have I really talked it out again and started actually thinking of good ideas. The Red Toilet was just an idea that I came up with recently, because I was like, oh my god, that's a genius. So, like, it's like, it's not a sexy thing, but some people might take it that way. You never know who's paying for your things, so why not just add it in there, like, subtly, like, it's just Red Toilet, but some people just think that is, oh, a nice toilet seat. So people see that and they're like, crazy, oh, saucy. So yeah, and then if things get really, you do it for a while, you get popular, things start to get stale, you can throw in some lore. The lore. And this is where the villain comes into play. That's right, there's a villain in my story, and his name is Mr. Poop. Or was it Dr. Poop? It might have been Dr. Poop. I think it was Mr. Poop. I closed Discord, so I can't find Mr. Poop. It was Mr. Poop. Because listen, all right? What if, let's say, one day you see a picture of poop and you're like, oh, that's a spicy one. How is that going to flush? And then you're like, okay, it's only $5. I want to look at this thing get flushed. You pay the $5 and you get to the video. And as you're about, let's say this is the first time your hand is shown, because you're going to have a hand reaching for the the funnel cake. What the hell is it called? The flusher? The flusher. You're reaching for the flusher. When suddenly, from the toilet's point of view, a brown poop-covered, doesn't have to be really poop-covered, hand comes up and blocks you and says, no, you can't do that. There's no person. You don't see the person. You just see Mr. Poop's hand make a cameo appearance, and they go, and then it does zoom in on their face. You need to have a mask made for Mr. Poop. But again, it's at this point you've already gotten well into it. You're making a little bit of dinero off of it, so you can kind of put back in towards the mission. So you're like, oh God, no. But they don't see you. Again, you're anonymous. It's just Mr. Poop. Mr. Poop going, and then it cuts to Mr. Poop sticking it, you see his head sitting on a toilet, and then it cuts, and you don't get to see it flush. And you're like, what is this? I paid money for this. This is outrageous. But no, it is not outrageous. It is art, because there's now lore to the poop OnlyFans. All right. Because you're going to have Mr. Poop. Not every poop's going to get interrupted by Mr. Poop. But maybe for a few days, Mr. Poop is doing stuff, and you got some weird stuff going on, and Mr. Poop's just cock blocking you, dude. There's no, Mr. Poop's really stopping you. He's really putting the fist down and saying, hey, you can't do that, buckaroo. But I want to say one day you overpower Mr. Poop, and you flush him, and he goes, rah! And his hand, swirls around the toilet and stuff. I'd say that. And then for a while, he's gone. Then he comes back. And he comes out of the toilet, and he's like, ah! And let's say this is for a Christmas time or something, and you're like, I will defeat you. You can flush for the last time. And then, what just happened? Why did it get so blue? Huh? You see that shit? Nothing has changed at all in the setup. It's just got a lot more blue. Have this here for now. Here, you guys have some light. There you go. I'll put that right on top. It's not gonna stay. Hey guys, sorry. I know this is really taking away from the story here. I'll just hold it for now. It's gonna go off in a minute anyway. So, hey, Mr. Poop, you can't interrupt this. Seriously, what are you doing? What's happening here? What's going on? Here I am. Hello, everybody. Okay, so the light's different now. I don't know how this happened. I apologize. But so, Mr. Poop is holding your web service. How does it work on OnlyFans? Like a website? Is it your own website channel? Is it a channel, like a YouTube channel? I don't know. Whatever it is, your page held ransom. Everything locks. And he is mad. And he says, you need to donate to me, Mr. Poop. X amount of money. It's for Christmas. So it's you gotta give to the thing. And at the end, he will, you make all the donations you need to. And he's like, fine, it's not necessarily for him, but it's for the channel or the page, and they're arming up, getting ready to fight Mr. Poop, and they get big plunger and big toilet brush, their character, their equipment slots are filling slowly but surely the more you donate. It's like a Kickstarter campaign where every time you hit a certain milestone, they get a certain new item added to the thing. It's like that, but instead you're arming the person to go fight Mr. Poop, and then at the end you have a bunch of money, Okay, let's take down Mr. Poop once and for all. And then there's like a charge. Again, your face isn't being shown, but like your arms are going like, it's like first person imaging. Like your hands with your things in your fists, like the things you unlocked from the Kickstarter campaign, are like running at the toilet. Mr. Poop's going, and then and then he is defeated. And you flush him down. You really plunge his face into the thing, and you flush it down. And Mr. Poop has been dealt with, or has he? And at the end of the last video, you see one little blurble, a couple bubbles coming out from the toilet to insinuate that he's still out there. Someone's still there, right? Right? Tell me that's not a good idea. Tell me that's not the best damn idea I've ever had. I swear, I am sitting on a gold mine, and I don't know if or when I could ever do it. So I'm passing this on. I'm not passing it on. It's still my idea, and I hold all the rights to it. If you want to talk about it, let me know. But this is my idea. I'm telling you about it so you can get hype for when I eventually actually do it. I will not tell you. It's a secret. You don't get to know. You will have to find me. I'll be in the shadows. But I did just give you the name that I think is really good for it, so I'm probably gonna be under that if I do it. I still don't think I'm gonna do it. I want to though. I really badly want to. I think this is such a stupid idea. But the thing is, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh god, this is a real thing, isn't it? And then I'm like, it's too real. It gets to the point where it's a little too real. But I think it's a great idea. I think it's a gold mine. I think it's an opportunity. And if not, it's just really funny. It's a really funny way to monitor your bowel movements and make sure you're healthy. So at the end of the day, everybody wins, you know? No one loses. Everybody wins if you were to go out there and do this. The Mr. Poop storyline's only if things take off, and then people start like complaining in the comments, like this is the same thing every time. You know, this isn't special. What are you doing? This isn't content. I'm just watching your content go down the drain. That's when you bring in Mr. Poop as a Hail Mary, and if it works, then they're satisfied. And the rest of the year can just be like normal poops and stuff until more poop needs to be had. There can be other storylines. Maybe the toilet seat starts to crack and you gotta get a new toilet seat. And then everyone's like, oh man, what happened to the old toilet seat? I missed the old toilet seat. Bring back the old toilet seat. But there's like images of him like sitting in like a garbage patch on like a pile in an ocean somewhere. And then it'd be like a fucking seagull or something swoops in and grabs it. And then like it has like a whole adventure. And then like it's like a side plot that you can pay for to like see the adventures of old toilet seat. There's again gold mine opportunity. It genuinely is. I think this could be the next big thing. And I'm gonna leave it at that because I think it's a good idea. And I'm tired and I want to go to bed. But I just wanted to get this out. So that is the Tate Night Talk Show, everybody. I don't have an outro music anymore. I swear I'll figure that out eventually. I just haven't. So yeah. Sorry, yo. But yeah, this was a Tate Night Talk Show. If you like my idea, please let me know. Please let me know. I want to know if I should do this or not. So hopefully you stood through the entire half hour. To sum up, if you skipped to the last minute to get an idea what was going on here, Poop Onlyfans, where you pay for a video of it flushing, but the picture of the poop itself is free. And the more flushes, the more videos means the more money. If it's clogged, you need a plunger or something, that's extra. And then you have like your own little brand. For me, it would be like Scarlet Pooper, but not because of the hair, because I'd have a red toilet seat on. It'd be kind of like sexy, but not really, because it's not sexy, it's poop. But to some people, some freaks out there, it could be sexy. And then if things go off and things get a little stale, just throw a little Mr. Poop in there. Get a villain arc for your story, and then keep going from there. It could be anything crazy. And again, this is my idea, and I'm only telling you about it. But I'm not. This is NDA. I'm making you all sign an NDA, a verbal NDA. Don't tell nobody. All right. Thanks, and thank you for watching the Tate Night Talk Show. I'll see you all next time. Bye now, everybody. How do I end this?